hey, they sold Gil online on eBay. Okay, you could buy it with real money.
I suppose you can, but here we have Dome Rocker. Oh, come on, that's just... Yeah, I know who that is.
All right, well, here we go. You know Dome Rocker, huh? Who's Dome Rocker?
If I can see him. Is that Punisher again? I think it is.
No, it's not. Punisher is actually...
Is it? Okay, because that was always his joke. He was going to rock someone's dome. Or was that escaping jail? I can't... That was one of those two. Confusing.
Well, either way, we got Ninja versus Ninja here. Hayate versus Hayabusa. Two very classic ninjas of the game. Very nice aggression on Hayate's part. Of course, he does need to come back because Bufu is in the lead here with Hayabusa.
That's a funny word. Okay.
He tries to do a power blow, but unfortunately gets hit right out of it. Wasn't at a safe distance enough to do it. Tried to juggle off, but the gravity of Hayabusa went too low to the ground there for him to finish that.
Yep. Oh, nice little sidestep there, smacking him right into the wall. Needs to take this back, or Bufu is going to take it. It's not happening. We're seeing a little bit of three-kick man here.
Very nice aggression. Ooh, Hayabusa only needed that one hit, and there he goes, taking it 3-0. Looks like we may have a couple of new players to the game, but they're doing well.
He says nothing can hinder my spirit. Nothing. Nothing. But yes, that is not the Dome Rocker I was thinking about. Which is a little disappointing, because, you know, it would have been nice to see him reemerge again. But.
Well, you never know. Like I said, there's different portions of the bracket later on in the tournament, so you know, he may have entered into that later tournament here, and it seems that we do have a lot of DOA dedicated players just standing around waiting to play, so I wouldn't be surprised. I do see him in the background there.
They are sitting there waiting for their turn. All right, here we go, having a battle in the courtyard of the home.
This is the chicken and the pig stage.
Of course. And I want to see some of the pigs get out. I have not seen the pigs get out yet. I've only heard of this.
It reminds me of that Tekken Tomato stage.
Oh, I don't know what. I hated that stage. It disoriented me.
It was quite an interesting stage.
It made me want tomato soup.
All right, well, here Hive coming in with aggression here, taking it 1-0. If he wins this one, he will, of course, move on to the next part of the bracket.
Indeed here. Oh. Hayabusa is just spamming that teleport, says, no sir, you're not doing nothing. Except for getting kicked in the face, ow.
Ooh, he accidentally taunts there, and Hayabusa tries to do a combo, but he countered his next move. Ooh, just countering twice there. It worked out for him the second time, and there he goes, taking that round. It's now 1-1.
Indeed, here we go.
You know, I think if you're going to pick up a character, Hayate probably isn't bad because his strings aren't like that technical.
No, he's not. He doesn't seem to have a whole lot of guaranteed damage, but he is a very, very straightforward character. And maybe that's just kind of what they're going with. Not the highest damage output, but he is very easy to use, so maybe it's a good starting point.
And he's got the distance game, like no other ninja or any other character. You know, he's got that corkscrew back punch, and he's got the same thing with the down forward. I should say right trigger, but that's not the command.
I could see maybe recommending him to a complete newbie to fighting games. You know, it seems fairly easy to pick up there.
All right, well, here's Hayate once again taunting. Looks like he keeps accidentally hitting that taunt button, but he still does a great punch, sending Hayabusa across the stage down to half health. Don't forget, when it starts to glow red like that, that basically means if he lands a power blow, it'll do a full long animation for him.
Yeah. But what makes you think the taunt was accidental? A little bit of three-kick man there from Bufu, but it's not going to work. The Dome Rocker rocks his dome.
There he goes, taking him out 3-0. Nice smile on his face. And looks like we'll be heading into this next round here.
Yeah, gonna have to close this out. One more match for these two. I'm gonna say Hayabusa takes this one, and here we go. One of my favorite levels.
Well, it is even between them. It is now 1-1. You know, of course I'm gonna favor Hayate.
Of course you would. Normally I wouldn't really favor Hayabusa, but he's doing the three-kick man, and you can't hate on that. I mean, three-kick man is legendary.
Very nice mid-punch counter. You know, they seem to know what they're doing, but perhaps they haven't had enough time playing this game to really figure out what combos are still there and what's changed.
There you go, a little bit of three-kick man off the ledge there. And the teleport into the throw. He gets it. Very nice.
Get ready, fight.
Dome Rocker says, no, you're not getting that.
Both players, there
Just
he
gonna
goes
taunt him there.
once
It's like, I
again.
don't even care.
Taunted him, but maybe
Need
he
a
thought
taunt.
he could do that low kick, so it could have worked out for him. He almost had a great, all he needed was one more hit, but unfortunately did not get that off. Hayabusa doing the teleport grabs once again.
Oh, wow. We're seeing this, just stuffing him over and over again. It's not going to work out
He
that
thought
last
the
time.
Nimpos were working for him, but unfortunately he just needed one hit and he lost there.
Yeah, no, that didn't work out for him there at the end. Oh, jeez. Come on, you need to unleash the power of the 3-kick man, Bufu. There you go. That's how you do it.
Nice.
No, that's not how you do it.
Great mid-punch counter by the Hayate player there.
You know, he wouldn't have been able to mid-punch counter if somebody had 3-kick man. Just saying.
And that's...
Oh, and down another set onto the next Glacier.
I want to see that Glacier you were saying that's split in half.
Yeah, I haven't seen that happen yet in an actual match. I've only seen that in video so far. I think maybe you have to go off the other side. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Baby.
And you did say this is an
Ah, there it is. That
infinite
is it. That's the partition back there.
Ah, this is the infinite stage you were mentioning earlier.
Yes. There we go. And there we go. You can start to see it sinking back there. Oh, but the camera's going off, so you can't see it that clearly.
There he goes, comfortably taking that one. Of course, Hayate wins.
Of course, of course.
It's great to see Hayate players because, you know, somebody who normally uses Hayate has switched over to Rig, so unfortunately we won't be seeing a lot of Hayate.